Hi guys, Ange here. In today's video I'm going to take you through my very pared down makeup look, the sort of makeup look that I want to wear on a weekend when I just want to look put together but not overly made up. It's quick, it's easy, and it's minimal products. So stick around if you would like to see how I achieve that. Thanks for joining me on Angela Stuart Beauty, where I share tips and reviews helping you feel your best as a mature woman. I really appreciate you taking time out of your day today to watch my video. Please be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. I'd really appreciate that. And don't forget to click on the notification bell so that you are notified of any upcoming videos. Recently I had somebody ask if I could show a quick get ready with me, something that I would do if I was in a hurry. So I decided today was the perfect day, being a weekend day, and I don't want to do full glam makeup. I just want something simple but put together. I decided I would film me getting ready using what I would use on a pared down day. Okay, so I'm sans makeup and I have done my skincare routine and finished off with sunscreen. I wear sunscreen on a daily basis whether I'm planning on going outdoors or not, because 9 times out of 10 I am thinking I'm going to spend the day at home, but I will pop out for an errand or I'll go for a walk, something like that, and at least I know I'm covered because I have applied my sunscreen in the morning, and I do that every day, so I don't need to worry if I'm caught out and called to go outdoors. Now, with our trip being canned to go to Hawaii, I wasn't able to get my Drunk Elephant sunscreen. I have been using just a very affordable Neutrogena sunscreen, and I am using the Ultra Sheer Clear Face sunscreen. This works okay under my foundation. I don't get greasy or oily because I do have oily combo skin, but I have been using this. It's affordable. It's been working for me, but I am on the lookout for the perfect sunscreen to wear under my makeup. So on the weekends, I don't use foundation as such, but I still like a face. I have pigmentation on my face, and this is all sun damage. Sun damage, and I did have a big line across my cheek here from a couple of years ago, where I got the curling iron across my face and I had a really big burn across here. So by using skincare, retinols, acids, that has gone, and it was a very dark, quite a nasty looking dark mark across my face. So that's disappeared through my skincare, but I still have quite a bit of pigmentation, and I'm very prone to getting discoloration from being outdoors, so I have to be very, very careful. I am part Māori, so I have Polynesian blood in my DNA, so I do tan very, very easily, but I also scar up very easily with hyperpigmentation and sunspots. So I don't feel comfortable being sans any face product to sort of help even me out. I do like the idea of a sunscreen that is tinted. I'm very happy with that because sometimes that's just enough coverage to what I like during the day. But at the moment I don't have that luxury, so I really like BB creams on my sort of makeup days off. This one here is the Arborian BB cream. I really like this. I also really like the Supergoop CC cream. I have bought a new one because I do like using them. This has SPF 30F in it. Oh, SPF 30F. SPF 35 in this, so I am nearly out of my medium dark, and I've bought a new one. And at the moment, if I am using a colour and it's really grotty, I'm sorry, I am nearly out of my light medium, which is the colour I would use in the winter. So I probably should have bought a light medium going forward, to be fair. And another one I really like is the Clinique Anti-Blemish Solutions BB Cream. Now, this isn't drying, but it's super liquidy, and it does give a velvety finish to the skin, but the coverage on this for how watery it is pretty phenomenal. So they are my three choices. The Clinique is a 40 SPF, and the Arborian that I have is only 20. Now the reason I'm using this today is that I've already put my SPF 30 on, and I don't plan on going out, so I'm quite comfortable with my 20 today. And I just use my BB creams or CC creams with my fingers. What I find about these sorts of creams is that colour matching is not a major, because it sort of blends into your skin. And I just apply that with my fingers. I don't use any primers because BB creams sort of don't need them. So I just put straight over my sunscreen. And then I just make sure it's all blended in. Now the colour I'm using here is Dore, and it's pretty good coverage for a BB cream. And then if I'm feeling particularly conscious of any of my pigmentation, I just add a little bit more in those areas. I'm not a huge one for spot concealing because I have that many spots, then I may as well just use concealer as a foundation. It just gets out of hand, so I'm always just on the lookout for whatever face product I use to have the coverage I need. I haven't got time for fluffing with the spot concealing, even on work days. Or actually, especially on work days, I just don't have the time. And then it just blends in really well. It has a bit of a glow to it. It's not complete full coverage. You can still see my pigmentation here, my pigmentation there, but it just evens out my skin tone, and I feel that with the SPF 20 it's just a little bit of extra protection for me. So depending on how sort of put together I feel like being, I may or may not do the step, and that is concealer. Most days I would just skip it. I'd be happy with this. If I wanted to go that extra, I would just tap on some concealer. To be quick, I would just use my fingers, and that one I used was the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. Don't want anything too heavy duty. You want something that's sort of creamy and light-ish, like medium, because you don't want it to look too heavy coverage compared to the BB cream. It would just look silly. So I just pat that in, and then so I'm not fluffing around, trying to keep things quick and simple, I just go in with my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish powder. Now this is a little bit more radiant on me than the Huda Beauty that I love very much, and you can see I do use this quite a bit. But why I like this in a hurry is it's perfect for under the eyes, and I'm just using an e.l.f. brush because it's light enough just to add a little bit to the under eyes, and then I just sweep round. I do have to powder because of my combo oily skin, and so by using the one powder compact, it just cuts down on time, not fluffing around. If I wanted to chuck this all in a small makeup bag, it would work, and that tends to be like if I'm away for a weekend or I'm going somewhere where I don't you know, don't want to be made up, this is what I would pack in a makeup bag. Okay, when it comes to the face products for colour, I will reach for a palette that has everything in it, so that I'm not mucking around going through my makeup collection, going for a bronzer, a contour, a blush, a highlighter. So I would go for a palette like the Charlotte Tilbury Instant Look in a Palettes, where it has your highlighter, bronzer, contour and a blush. For my Cali Contour, I love this. This is the Smashbox Cali Contour. This has contour colours, bronzers, blush, highlighter, setting powder, and you can also use these all as eyeshadows as well. So I'm going to go in with my Smashbox palette, and I'm not contouring, I am just taking a bronzer shade here, and we are going to just pop that on, and I'm not being fussy, I'm seriously just slapping this all on because it's what I would do if I was in a hurry. I always go around the perimeter of my face, only because I feel I have a wide sort of round face, so I do like to do this to my forehead, and if I'm adding colour to my cheeks, it just evens everything out. And then whatever's left, because I've got big sort of jowls and things, and I don't really have a neck, I'm not one for really contouring my chin, but I'll just use whatever is left there. I mean, I seriously slap it on when I'm in a hurry. And this has a beautiful neutral blush in here. I love blush, I don't forego blush, so we're going to use the blush colour in this palette. And then just adding that very pigmented. And then you could pass on this bit here, but I do like a little bit of highlighter. I just put a little bit, and because it's in the palette, it's no biggie to take a couple of seconds and whack some highlighter on. Just looks like you've made a little bit more effort. I always do my highlighter before I do my lippies, try to remember to anyway, so that the brush doesn't get stuck in the lippy. Now, what I might do is go back in with this shade here and just very quickly, using the same bronzer brush, I'm just going to run down there because I do have a wide snoz. It just makes me feel a little bit better. You don't need to do this. And that's the face products. Easy peasy, easy peasy peasy. Now, as far as brows go, I don't have to do anything because I have my brows microbladed, but I do like to go in with with some sort of setting gel. I need to get some more. I have a wee sample here of the Benefit Gimme Brow. This is in the shade 3, and then all I would do, all I am going to do, is just sweep that through the brows really quickly, because I do get product in my brows when I'm doing the BB cream, but it's quick and easy. I mean, it's going to be dependent on you whether you want to spend time with your brows. I find this is all I need to do because I've had them microbladed. If I didn't have them microbladed, I definitely would have to do brows because I don't have a lot to work with, and I do get them topped up every 2 years. And my lashes and brow situation that I was blessed with is a little bit be desired, but never mind. So that's that. Then on my days off, I don't wear lipstick. I love gloss. I do like to wear a lip liner, and this is just the NYX lip liner in Nude Diaphane. And as I said before, I'm not fussy. I don't know about you, but 9 times out of 10, if we're going anywhere, my husband's either in the car with the engine going or he's tapping his feet at the door. It's really frustrating when he decides he wants to go out, we're going. And boy, am I reminded if it takes ages to get ready. So I just whack on some lipstick, and this is the Fenty Beauty in Fenty Glow. Like that. If you want to, you can just leave it at that. Now, if you wanted to up it, and I don't if it's the weekend, but you could go back into your little palette, grab some bronzer and just put it in your socket line. Really, really quickly. Just to give a little bit of definition to your eye. So bronzer is really good for that because it's just a sort of shadowy shade of your skin tone, so you don't have to be super, you know, fussy with it. Just blend that in, and it looks like you've gone to a lot of effort when you really haven't. So that's that. And if you want to, mascara, I'm just using the Maybelline Falsies Lash Lift. Not that I need to because I've got my lash extensions on. I don't do eyeliner or anything on a day like this. And look what happens when you're in too much of a hurry. I'll let that dry and then I will use a cotton bud to remove it. Okay, smudge removed, and that is the finished look. And super simple, super quick. You can leave out steps, you know, you don't need to do the bronzer in the eyes, and you don't need the highlighter. You can make it as quick as you need to. So that is just using all the steps basically that I would use on a weekend. Super quick, but I feel put together. If I was to have to go and do an errand, I'm good to go. If someone called in, how many times have you been at home and you have schlepped around and someone calls in? And it's usually somebody I don't know that well, that I'm really conscious that I look like a bag of poo. So I like to get up in the morning, have my shower and just do this. Really simple, and then I am put together for the day. And as I said, I'm very conscious of my pigmentation on my skin, so by doing something simple with a BB cream or a CC cream, I just feel that little bit more put together. And it's really simple, and you don't need to use a lot of products, and it's really handy if you do have a face product that has several things in one palette. But you can really make this quick and easy and just tailor it to your needs. I do hope you found that helpful, guys, and thank you to the person who suggested that they wanted to see what I did in a hurry and quickly on the weekends. I really appreciate your comment. If you enjoyed that, guys, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. That would really help me out. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I'd love to see you back and joining me for other videos so that you can join in with how you can be your best over 50. I do hope you are all safe and well, guys, that you are having a beautiful and a wonderful day. Please don't forget to leave me any comments and feedback from this video. I would truly appreciate it, and I will see you in my next video. See you later, guys. Bye.